again, you're just doing the same thing. You guys should be like bored of finding amplitude and period. Because it's really simple. Amplitude, absolute value of A. Oops, we don't remember what the form is. A sine of bx minus c plus d. Absolute value of A, right? Is everybody OK with me? Yes? We're good? OK. Period. 2 pi divided by b. Well, 1 is in front of b in this case, right? So this isn't that bad of a problem. So it's just 2 pi divided by 1. Are we cool? It didn't ask for the x scale, but if you're going to graph this, I would recommend finding the x scale. So therefore, that's going to be 2 pi, or period, divided by 4. So 2 pi divided by 4, which is pi halves. But then they did ask for the phase shift, right? So phase shift, I'll do PS. But if you guys remember, what I called that was the initial period start. That's what I called the phase shift. It is a phase shift. But I called it just a different name because that's where I want you to start the phase shift. So the initial period start was bx minus c equals 0, which is inside the parentheses. So all you're going to do is take whatever's inside the parentheses and set it equal to 0. X minus pi half, or pi fourths, equals 0. Then solve for x. Well, when you solve for x, you get pi over 4. So what this tells you guys is instead of sine starting here, it's now going to start at pi fourths. Do you guys see that? So what is the phase shift? If it's now starting at pi over 4, the phase shift is shift pi over 4. Does that make sense? Yes? No? Good? OK. Vertical translation. That's just simply what d is. And that's why we did this last class period. What is my d in this case? 1. So guess what? The whole graph has been shifted up 1. So now you move the graph up 1, just like quadratics, just like we did with quadratics, an absolute value.